Yokoso, konnichiwa, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2016 ITTF World Tour Super Series. This is the Japan Open. I'm Adam Bobrow, your commentator, and that is Xu Xin, the Cloudwalker, world rank number 3, the 3rd seed in this tournament, number 8 in the race to Doha for the World Tour Grand Finals coming up in December. He's 26 years old and has a rich history against this young teammate of his, Zhendong. 19 years old, world rank number 2, the 2nd seed in the tournament, and he's number 8. We have them both marked as number 8. I'll get that corrected for you as well, but they're both racing to Doha for the World Tour Grand Finals, and you can expect to see them both there. Our head umpire, Joseph Yik from USA, and assistant umpire, Chusakun Walayanon from Thailand. So the 2 top players left in this tournament, the only 2 to qualify for the men's singles final, have eliminated the 2 representing their country at the Olympics. Isn't that interesting? Zhendong taking down Zhang Jike in the last round. Very impressive semi-final performance after slipping in game 1, coming back, and after losing the first 2, winning 4 straight games with incredible shots, continuing his streak after an outstanding performance against Simone Gauzy yesterday in the quarterfinals. So Zhendong is actually number 5 in the race to Doha. It's Xu Xin who's number 8. Now, as far as how they got here, Xu Xin started off on the win over Jin Takuya of Japan, 4-0, then beating Fang Bo 4-1. It was revenge from their 2015 match in Suzhou, the World Championships last year. After that, Xu Xin beat his penhold comrade, Wang Chunting from Hong Kong, the 2nd best penholder in the game right now. And after that, it was Xu Xin versus Ma Long. The most unbeaten player on the planet in the last 2 years has been beaten twice already this year. Once by Xu Xin and once by Zhang Jike, at least on the ITTF World Tour. Now, Zhendong on the other side of the table has yet to beat Ma Long on a World Tour event. Some of the credits for Xu Xin listed up there on screen. Also the winner of the 2015 Asian Cup and defending champion for the Japan Open last year. So he made it to the finals again. We'll see if he can complete the deal. On the other side of the table, Zhendong, the Olympic gold medalist, or at least Youth Olympics rather, in 2014, beating Yuto Muramatsu in the finals. Some of his other credits on screen right there. The Swedish Open he took in 2014 and 2015. Won the Polish Open in 2015, Kuwait Open in 2014. Was the Asian Championship champion last year, beating this man right here on the other side of the table, Xu Xin. In their head-to-head, they've played 11 times, and of those 11, 6 have been won by Zhendong, and it didn't used to be that way. Nearing the end of 2015, I'd say about 2/3 of the way through, Xu Xin was 5-1 against Zhendong. Only lost their first encounter at the Swedish Open in 2013 and won the next 5 in a row, but the last 5 times they've faced off, it's been Zhendong. So he really seems to have a chokehold on Xu Xin. Although when they're playing in China for the national team trials, positions for world championships, Xu Xin has been successful. The last 5 times they played, Zhendong has won 4-2, except the first, it was 4-3, a deciding 7th. So Zhendong seems quite steady in his tactics in his game against Xu Xin. While Xu Xin's great to watch when he's far from the table, against the top players in the world, it's a necessity that he stay close, use his backhand wisely, and his touch game as well. Now, of the viral video that went around of Zhendong's under the net clamp shot yesterday, the roller, I think the most liked comment, the best comment, is Zhendong seems to have the forehand of Ma Long, the backhand of Zhang Jike, and now even the touch of Xu Xin. So we'll see how it plays out here in the final. Zhendong to serve, love all. Spinny backhand, not going for too much, not trying to overpower. There's that touch again. Xu starting off with the touch play. Fan Zhendong keeping it low to the net every other shot in the short rally.
Let 1, 2.
Backhand goes just long. The touch game of Fan Zhendong is essential right now in the short game. Keeping it nice low to the net. Net table, both sides back and forth. From down below the net, skinny shot that doesn't bother Xu, exploits the open backhand court. Look at that inside-out spin. Not very high, but just enough room. Look at that. Look at those hungry eyes for the ball. Pretty rare we get to see that face from Xu. Very focused loop from the back of the table. Fan Zhendong mixed it up with a long push. Looks like it's going to be a soft shot. Both players catching each other a bit off guard. Xu not opening against the long push, but touching it for a short shot. Oh, Cloudwalker getting a few wide to the forehandle. When it's played in on the body, it's been trouble. We saw that against Ma Long as well on several occasions. Although Xu managed to stay in. It's rare to see him with his elbow in for a shot. Much bigger fan of the full arm extension wide to the forehand side.
Four, 5.
Just too wide. Outstanding power and placement from Fan Zhendong, and these are the rallies we're looking forward to throughout this match. Crossing the body there, Xu chases a few down, but this last one just hard enough and wide enough. That backhand is incredible. Fan Zhendong has used that so effectively against Zhang Jike in the semifinal earlier today and continues to bring it here. Again, quick off the bounce, the backhand changing up his location. Has gone down the length of the table many times, but spins it deep to the backhand. Frustration on the face of Xu. Inside out with the flip cross court. And Xu goes up on 1 foot. It's tough to tell where he's going to go. Then he takes the wrist in just a little bit to bend it out wide. The safer shot. Very focused, closed loop. Xu really had to close the racket to keep that topspin back down in the counter. heavy spin from down low. Good opportunity for Xu near the net. With the same focus he used on the point before to keep the loop down, he's going to have on almost every ball that Fan Zhendong really digs into, spins up. Soft flip to start it off, but the placement on the loop into the body of Fan Zhendong ties it up. This time he covers the elbow a little bit better. Around the net shot comes right back. Doesn't bother Fan Zhendong. We got to see this one again. That ball way wide and comes back quickly. But with all the body weight moving out to the forehand, tough to keep himself back, covering the backhand. Now we got 2 game points for Fan Zhendong. Spinny backhand, the softer shot. Second to last ball for Xu, a little bit more conservative, not going for broke. Spinning it up and trying to earn himself a shot later in the rally. 1 game point saved. 1 more to go for Xu. Too much power in the counterattack. He gets the first one back, but the second Fan Zhendong ball has no chance of being returned there. 11 points to 9, game 1 to the 19-year-old Fan Zhendong, and we'll be back for game 2 after this short break.
Second game.
And the players are quickly back for game 2. No coaches in the corner because they're playing from the same national association. Coaches tend to stay uninvolved. Xu now starting off game 2 with the serve. The pace and the placement of every shot just world class out here. Xu covering the body from the backhand corner, still getting the forehand into play. This is the reaction time needed. If that ball comes over, Xu wants to be there. No free points. Gonna have to hustle for every ball. Surprises Fan Zhendong with another softball back to the backhand corner. But the opening backhand going for the big attack. Just gets a little out of control.
Two.
Down the line, takes the spin and uses it wisely to the short side of the table. Watch this in slow motion. Really keeps his body weight forward. He's on his toes. Make sure he keeps the spin on the ball to help his chances with the short side of the table. It's an odd way to see Xu Xin lose a point. Very rarely does he miss a shot in a fishing rally. Fan Zhendong bringing it back into the body side. You can see right there, many of the points have been won playing into the backhand corner of the table. The overwhelming majority, actually. This is the beauty of commentating in Japan. We've got some great new technology here, statistics being introduced to the game. So Xu Xin has to recognize this without looking at the graphics and sort of figure out how he can work it around. To earn a forehand attack like that, but a break off the top of the net for Fan Zhendong. Almost an opportunity for him to do the same shot Fan Zhendong did yesterday. So game one was neck and neck, very tight. And right now they're creating a similar scoreboard scenario. Fan Zhendong so impressive. A lot of pace on this shot, low to the net. You can see the effort in the face there. Now that shot can be effective for Xu Xin, the higher arcing ball. As long as it's not too shallow on the table, still very spinny. He's just been pretty inconsistent with his backhand so far this match. Xu Xin just seems uncomfortable in these rallies. As soon as Fan Zhendong gets a counter back, the rally doesn't seem to go another, rarely more than a shot or two from Fan Zhendong after this ball. And once again, the backhand right now a bit shy. And a little bit more down the middle here, but a lot more evenly distributed. Xu Xin playing the middle, which can be effective. In his match versus Ma Long, he was playing the whole table, quite similar to this, maybe even a little bit more evenly spread. There it is, the backhand lands and the pace, it whizzes past Fan Zhendong. Now, even though Xu Xin's missed a lot of backhands so far this game, the score is not a blowout. It's a 3-point game, and Xu Xin's got his second serve, a chance to get within 2 here. Shot just seems wild, goes for broke, throwing caution to the wind. Now down 5 game points. Chop block left up near the net. Fan Zhendong just comes in to smack it for the game. 11 points to 5 and a 2-0 lead for the 19-year-old. We'll be back for game 3 and see if Xu Xin turns things around or not right after this.
Main serve.
The players are back for game 3. Xu trailing 0 games to 2. Fan Zhendong with the serve in the lead. Love all. Patient play, the touch game for Xu. This could be a good way to go. Of course, he's got to keep the ball low. Fan Zhendong has shown us many times how strong he is over the table. Love to see that ball land. Fan Zhendong hits it hard enough even when he's not grunting. Watch how hard he works for these shots, placed right on the body. Almost a reverse penhold chop block there. At standing point again, the angles, the wide shot. Xu patiently playing it out to the forehand. Heavy side spin top coming back. And Fan Zhendong definitely doesn't hesitate. One of his greatest attributes. Oh, anticipates and starts breaking early wide to the forehand and just smothers the ball, leaving it out open on the forehand side of the table. Look at this one more time. Full commitment from Xu. Leaves the front door open, and Fan Zhendong walks right into Xu's house. Inside out forehand, dazzling the crowd right now. What a versatile forehand. Opens with the backhand from the middle, steps around. 74 kilometers per hour, but breaking away. More aggressive initiative there. As soon as he sees the opportunity, trying to put the pressure on. Soft flip to the middle. Bothers Fan Zhendong. I think he was expecting more pace across the table into the backhand corner. Again, hitting it behind the momentum makes it very difficult for a player to settle and get their shot. An adorable little kid in the audience cheering for Xu in Chinese. This time a bit more pace from over the table. Again, I've talked to you a bit about how the penhold game favors the over-the-table play. A bit more wrist action. Comes into that, just snaps through, full extension. Flip goes out after the patient touch game in the beginning. Again, Fan Zhendong has had handcuffs on Xu for the last 5 times they've played. The last 4 haven't even gone to a decider. Long serve appeared to be dead from here. Very subtle contact. Xu doesn't have long sleeves, but he's got a whole lot of tricks up him. You can see Fan Zhendong on the serve placement. How many to the middle of the table? It's a bit unusual. Again, Usually serving the length, you can expect the ball to be out to the forehand side. Trying to get back in the point with some aggression. The reverse penhold counter just misses. Early on, retrieving this, getting back into the fishing position. Chop block, the side spin carries the ball off. You don't see Fan Zhendong miss too many of those, but Xu Xin getting creative once again. Look at all the side spin he puts on this. Think about how specific you have to be with the backhand with the fingers out like that too. Can't think of a time where I've seen Xu Xin hit the ball with the fingers on the backhand. Slows it up, a little more cautious. The spinny shot left out in front of Fan Zhendong, and it seems to be a smart pace change by Xu Xin. Fan Zhendong very comfortable in the explosive game. Spinny shot, a bit of top and side on that backhand from over the table. Xu Xin with a 2-point lead, 2 points away from taking his first game this match. Oh, that's so wide. Way out on the forehand side. These are the ones that if Xu Xin can anticipate, he can reach sometimes. Look how quickly Fan Zhendong takes this ball. Just charged up, punches it away. Second serve here as Fan Zhendong closes in on the lead. And again, muscling through from the middle of the table, Fan Zhendong ties it up. Xu Xin clearly disappointed. Got to be deep in thought now about how he's going to set up his third ball, what he's going to pull off. The flip does it, a game point for Xu Xin from over the table. And the flip does it again. It's later in the rally, but he earns the opportunity, staying in close with the touch game. 11-9 to Xu Xin. First game this match, and we'll be back for game 4 to see if he evens things out or if Fan Zhendong continues to run away with the lead. Game 4 just after this. As the players come back to the table for game 4, Xu Xin trailing 1-2. It's been a difficult task for him to find ways to get through Fan Zhendong's power from both sides. 2 in a row, one bending into the opposite corner. Wide out to the backhand, and then a follow-up as wide as they come. Look at this again. No problem. Side spins the opposite way. The momentum continues for Xu. No way. Okay. If Xu able to hook that one back on. Lob just a bit too shallow there. Fan Zhendong has too much control. You can see him twiddle the racket there. For those of you unfamiliar with it, the common setup on the Chinese national team is a tacky black rubber on the forehand. Usually a Tenergy or something that tends to catapult the ball on the backhand side. So when the opponent's far from the table against lobs, they tend to twiddle the racket, get a little extra speed because they don't need as much spin on the ball. Spin much more useful for setting up the rally. The backhand percentages for Xu in the last about game and a half have really gone up. Once again, he's found his rhythm with that backhand. Times it just right. Rocket speed off the bounce. Doesn't have a lot of time to work with either, with Fan Zhendong's quick, aggressive receive from over the table. Well placed to the middle. Fan Zhendong pressuring the right spots. Not even allowing Xu to get into the lob or the fishing rally. That ball's right at the back edge of the table when he contacts it. Finally, an uncomfortable backhand for Xu. It's been some time since we've seen it. Power again, but the placement on the last hooking forehand bends into Fan Zhendong's body. Little through the legs pass there on the ground from Xu. Once again to the short side of the table, 2 in a row, a persistent risky shot from Fan Zhendong. Some of the later shots, Xu tends to take the ball, or is used to taking the ball a little bit later and lower in the long rallies. But against Fan Zhendong, it just allows him too much time. A little bit off the top of the net. If Xu can get that backhand receive, the over-the-table aggressive shot into play, could really help his chances here. Goes a little softer and spinny with the second backhand. Seemed like he was fooled on the bounce. Still almost made the shot. Again, middle of the table. And also Xu playing into the body on the backhand corner. These are the spots. Doesn't want to get into the forehand rally, or at least not allow the forehand of Fan Zhendong to become a threat. Sometimes it's the easier shot to go cross court, and quickly Zhendong punishes it with his forehand. One thing we haven't seen from Xu is the step around third ball, playing the wide angle. You might recall the last time, though, that Zhendong just blocked it back out to the open court. A little wild on the last shot, but every shot coming into that pretty impressive. Right in Zhendong's very memorable spot for that net receive. Gets it back over the table with some side spin. You get to see it again right here. Not exactly a roller, but still a very impressive recovery. Tell me the last time you saw Xu block for that long. A Waldner blocking tactic out here, letting Zhendong sort of wear out his energy. I don't think this is a winning recipe, but it got him the point. Now, if used properly after a long blocking rally like that, an idea is you got a guy who's thinking maybe you're playing more passively and won't really see it coming when you pull out a quick attack. But Xu got to land the shot. 4 game points for Zhendong on the receive.
Back. 6-10.
Inside out forehand flip, beautiful shot, looks effortless from Xu. Again, the disguise factor there, the deception. Zhendong's covering the other side of the table. Trying to lip read there, but my Mandarin's still not good enough. Frustrations aside, Zhendong takes it 11 points to 7 for a 3-1 lead, and we'll be back for Game 5. It could be the last. We'll see if Xu has anything to say about that. Game 5 just after this.
Fifth game. Fan serve. Lava.
Back for Game 5. Zhendong 1 game away from taking a Super Series title and taking the title away from Xu, who's defending last year's Japan Open title. Excellent placement, covering the body, playing wide out to the forehand side. Oh, just short, the wide shot again. Inside out forehand from Zhendong for the winner. Look at all the kick, the angle that's opening up. Now, one serve I haven't seen a lot of from Xu is his reverse, the ball that would kick into the body or the backhand corner. Smart combination, wide to the forehand, right back to the deep opposite corner on the backhand side. Sort of curious why we haven't seen that serve. It was quite effective against Ma Long. Heavy underspin, half long to the middle of the table for the point. And the consistency is wavering. Over the table, Xu won many points with that forehand flip. The backhand was quite effective for some time, but again, the consistency factor. There it is. Times it just right. Counters Fan Zhendong's strong opening. And with such a strong opening, the recovery time tends to be a little bit less. But the truth is, Fan Zhendong's just got such a compact stroke. It just came back so fast. It's a tough shot regardless. Fan Zhendong was there. Two, but not three. The backhand starting to kick in a bit. Fan Zhendong very focused to counter it back. Right down the middle of the table. A crossover point for Fan Zhendong, earning a weaker shot. Just missing again. Some big counters there. We had a chop block early on in the rally. As soon as it gets wide, Fan Zhendong, no problem coming back in. Very quick on his feet, so quick that at one point the bottom of his shoes couldn't keep up with him. Early on in game one against Zhang Jike. And this time he gets the forehand involved. The backhand fight doesn't seem like a fight that he's been winning. Two shots, yes. The third takes the forehand for the winner. Tempting Fan Zhendong, left out short on the forehand side. And Xu Xin stepping into a 2-point lead. Soft flip with the powerful backhand shot going just out. Clever idea. Again, Fan Zhendong spending the energy, investing on making sure the shot's as powerful as possible so it won't come back. Quickly evened out again. Where's that reverse serve? Backhand on the elbow does it. Right down the middle for Xu Xin. Oh, incredible points. Fan Zhendong, relentless from off the table, just doesn't die from way back far, countering both sides, comes back in, even on the soft shot this time. He's being tested in his versatility. Xu Xin slowing it down just a little bit, and then going for the big backhand. It's been a bit hit and miss, no pun intended, but the consistency factor, definitely gonna have to be more of a forehand game for Xu Xin to win it. Had the look. Soft touch opening up at the backhand. Now Fan Zhendong takes the lead, was down 5-7 and chasing for some time. once again playing the ambitious shots, going for the backhands, makes the first but not the second. And this is 2 championship points now for 19-year-old Fan Zhendong to continue his streak over Xu Xin. This would be a huge victory for him, taking the title away from Xu Xin, who won it last year after beating Zhang Jike, world rank number 4 and now world rank number 3. And there it is, Fan Zhendong does it 4 games to 1 over Xu Xin. In the last 6 times they have played, Xu Xin has not been able to fend off the 19-year-old now champion of the Japan Open. It's Fan Zhendong, and we'll see. We've got another tournament next week. But if Fan Zhendong can pull off anything similar, we might be looking at the world rank number 1 right here and now. Outstanding performance from the ever-aggressive and resilient Fan Zhendong. And awesome to watch Xu Xin play as well. But everything Fan Zhendong right now, he is the champion. And stick around because we have the women's singles final coming up. It's a rematch from the World Championships with Liu Shiwen and Ding Ning coming up next. Stay right here.
Zhendong.